Welcome to another episode of the Polynesian Podcast. Here, sponsored by Levasa Island Apparel, www.levasaislandapparel.com, or check them out on Instagram at le_vasa. And yeah, we're in here. It is the summer days. It's freaking, I'm hella warm. Sorry. Lance here with Forrest and Mike. How are you guys doing today? What's new?
There's going to be a new Democratic presidential candidate. Excited about that. Not really. Still scared. But hey, we are where we are.
Yeah. We're gonna definitely talk about freaking President Joe Biden dropping out of his reelection campaign, his reelection bid, and giving his endorsement to his Vice President Kamala Harris to go up against Donald Trump in November. That was hella late. That's a lot of anxiousness and freaking worrying about that. But yeah, we'll get to that. First, PolyFest 2024. Forrest, you were out there on stage, backstage, in the crowd with the people, seeing how everything was going. How was it this year? What was your experience?
What's up, bro? Not just kidding. Another amazing experience, man. It gets better every year. It was bigger this year than it was last year. They moved to a stadium here in Renton, the Renton Memorial Stadium. So a lot more space, a lot more opportunity. But the crowd definitely for the concert was bigger. There's a little less vendors, but I think that was due to there being, I think there was 3 festivals all on the same day. So,
oh man, yeah,
which is cool. You know what I mean? Because that just means the growth of our Pacifica people is growing out here. Like, you know, them getting out there and throwing events like this. I don't see it necessarily as a problem because, you know, when do you ever hear about 3 big Polynesian festivals happening at one time? Of course, they might want to coordinate next time, maybe.
Yeah,
so that way,
somebody talk
you
to each
know,
other.
right? Just so that they can maximize and that way people who want to go to all 3 can maybe make it to all 3. This is just me talking. I don't throw these events, so shout out to everybody who do throw these events, especially to Jesse and Vicky Correa, who allowed me again this year to be a part of everything, part of the media team. It was great, man. The energy was amazing.
What is that
Young
process
Go
like when you're signing up for media, or do you get like a media pass, or are there rules and stuff?
media pass. I mean, there are. I always check in with Jesse and Victoria about maybe 3 months or something like that before the festival, just to make sure. There might be a ton of people trying to get in, you know, to the festival as a part of the media team. And I know there's a lot of young photographers, videographers in the Pacific community now. So, I mean, if I don't get the opportunity, and it's because there's more younger, not just necessarily younger, but other photographers and videographers who are, you know, maybe new to the game or haven't been to the festival, I don't mind. But you do get the pass. You pick yours up, you get on the list, you go to the front gate, pick up your pass that you're on the list, and then the restrictions are, you know, pretty much. I mean, be respectful while you're on stage. Try not to be in the way. Your media pass kind of just it gives you access to everywhere, like backstage, with the artists and everything like that. So, yeah,
So,
it is. It was.
professional backstage. Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, but you know, I'm a shooter. I know how to, you know, do a little thing. But
Seeing the
it
posts and the pictures and the videos that you've posted on your page and Village Kids Media, those are dope. Good views and perspectives.
oh man, yeah. Uh, just the energy. Of course, every year the artists, of course, are what you come for. But what really makes the festivals are the people who come to watch these guys. So again, the fans, everything like that. And I don't know if you can hear me right now because you're frozen on my camera. So I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No,
No,
you're
I can
good.
hear you. I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like again, the fans. The fans were great. You know, you get to see the Tongan flag out there, the Chicharito flag, the Samoa flag. Man, they were even selling Manua, the Kingdom of Manua, as they would like to be called now. The Kingdom of Manua. They had their flags on sale, so it was cool. The Fiji flag was out there, and there was these three girls in the front of the stage. I give them props. I don't know who you guys are, but from the time that maybe about 4 o'clock when when Kelemi went on, they were waving their flag from 4 till Sammy J went on, which was about 10. They were strong. They stayed strong. They were up there in the front, waving their flag, dancing. So it was cool to see. Um, the artists were crazy. Monster 206, I think it was his first year at the festival, which was crazy. He had really good energy. He came out strong, like just had the crowd going. And he's from out here in Seattle. So he had a really good audience for him, and they were waiting for him. Um, of course, Young LB came out there. Some of his songs, some of the people in the crowd were a little younger, so like his older songs, they probably didn't sing along. But as soon as he started Hennessy and Streetlights, bro, he had the whole crowd singing. Um, cool dude. We got to talking. He's out here not just for the festival, but he's checking in on the cookies franchise out here in Seattle. He's going down to Portland. He's got some new stuff coming out. It's called Runts. So if you guys are smokers and you guys go check out the new strains. Yep. Uh, he's if I'm not mistaken, he should be important right now. He'll be hanging out with family of ours, Timo and Sano. He's gonna hook up with
Okay.
them. So yeah. Um, sorry I lied to you. I had to work. I couldn't make it LV. But I'll be important sometime. We'll hook up then. But really cool dude, man. Really cool dude. So yeah, if you smoke, go check out Runts. That's his new. I think it's his new strain.
When it's
That's what
only
they're pushing.
available
But
at
also,
cookie stores.
yeah, yeah. No, actually, no. He's gonna put him in. That's what he's going around now. He's trying to put them into other dispensaries now and get them to run it. So, and if you folks don't know, he's one of the owners or creators of Cookies. If you guys have ever been to Cookies here in Washington, I know that the other one is in Vegas. They might have one in the Bay. I'm not too sure, but yeah, check them out. Check them out. Check them out. Young Go, what a great performer on stage. Super cool dude too. Of course, I would say he's probably like the hottest Polynesian artist out right now,
No.
like mainstream, I guess you would say. Young Go, yeah. Uh, he was cool. It was cool to see him on stage. Um, that was my first time seeing him live, so he's pretty cool on stage. Um, Stone Deuce, man, he had his little son up there. So cool, man. Seeing him and his son rock up there. Really cool dude too, man. All these dudes are cool, man. Kelemi, he's got a new song come out called Red Rover. Hopefully it drops Friday. He snipped it at the festival. It's pretty good, man. It's a good song. Um, man, there was other performers. Southside Siva, he was at the hip hop stage. He kind of ran the hip hop stage. There was another stage there, and that ran throughout the daytime. Like when the festival started from 11 till about 4, when the main stage started having artists go up. So Southside Siva, they had Junta from 94. No, not even 94 Block South. He's not from Nepal. He's a blood. He's actually from Camford in Hawaii. He
Is
flew
that a
out here to
gang
perform.
or is that a section?
It is a
It's a
housing
family.
facility
It's a
in
family.
Hawaii.
uh
They
Polyfest
wear red there a lot.
Polyfest 2024. As someone that was on the stage, what song do you remember got the biggest pop or biggest reaction from the crowd?
Oh man, probably sitting in the bank by Young Go. Um, yeah, they were loving it. Thankful by Stone Deuce. That also got the crowd going. Thankful got them going. Again, like I said, Hennessy and Streetlights when LB sang that. They were requesting it. I think he cut out a song just so he could get to that song because everybody was like, Hennessy and Streetlights. He's like, okay, I'll just ruin my set so I can please the crowd, which is always a smart thing. And then Sammy J went on, and of course, Sammy J is probably a little bit more known than some of these artists internationally. So like a lot of his songs, people were, he's pretty funny too on stage. Like he'd be throwing out jokes. Some of them sounded like they hurt to the crowd.
Is he
But
okay? I'm wondering. I was going to ask you about that. Does he seem okay? Like
I,
put
I don't know.
together, or because this guy be going live on Instagram, like asking to pay for his rent, and I'm like, aren't
What?
aren't you
Oh yeah.
famous?
Hey, that's the truth of being famous. Sometimes you don't always have rent money.
I was like,
He's the
chill,
realist.
bro.
That's
Someone,
funny.
someone help me.
That's funny. No, yeah, I don't know. He seemed cool. He seemed cool. Maybe he's having something going on with the label. I don't know. He has been touring a lot though. Maybe this is where he makes his money during the summer.
Probably.
So, yeah, maybe. Hey, man, Sammy J, if you need help,
We'll get the album going right now.
shoot us a message, man. We're trying to figure something out.
Levasa, the album.
Yeah, we're
It
definitely
was
gonna.
cool though. The vibe to the festival.
Sorry, my connection tripping.
No, you're
Lots of
good.
lots of different festivals happening. My bad. What Pacific Feast was
I'm like,
another
is
one
it
that was
me?
happening. I know it's definitely me. It's like it says
Um,
a bunch of other ones. I want to look at that as a positive, not as like a y'all can't coordinate together. Y'all can't like have some meetings and just don't have them on the exact same day. But glad that like you said, the need or the want for these festivals, these performances is spreading up and down the West Coast. Are there any other gatherings coming up that you guys are excited about or looking forward to?
if you look at me and Mike looking at you funny, it's because this is what it looks like when we get mad at our Call of Duty game when it's
I was
going
gonna
slow.
say this reminds me of Call of Duty when the game's all messed up. It's like rubber banding, but
Oh, that's probably what's being heard then. Are there any other festivals
What
or
about Pacifica Food Festival this Saturday, right? In
this
Seattle?
Pacific?
Yeah,
What is
that's
it?
this
The
Saturday.
food festival?
Unfortunately, I work this Saturday. And you know what? People from work don't need. I called out on Saturday so I can enjoy the PolyFest. So I can't do it 2 weekends in a row, or that'll seem a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Being that it's another Pacifica festival, but I'm pretty sure my sister, my brother-in-law, and the kids are gonna go, and they went last year, and they said it was pretty cool. Like the festival was ran pretty well. Food was good. I know there's I forgot their names, but they have a food truck, and they're gonna be doing something special out there this week because they're actually moving into a brick and mortar as well, not just a food truck. What are they called? But their food is more. It's like an upscale take on Samoan food. So they'll be there. Um, I'm pretty sure everyone's favorite Otai King. That was the first thing I got when I got to the festival. Shout out to Otai Kingdom, man, because it was hot. Like I know my brother-in-law, my sister, and the kids they were in Vegas for a family event, and I couldn't make it, but um, I'm kind of glad I couldn't make it because it was like 106 out there, and all I'm hearing from them right now is how hot it was. Like they're enjoying Vegas, but they it's hot out there. So for us here in Washington, it was kind of hot on Saturday, probably like the mid 80s, but the sun was out. Because they do Here we go.
Hello.
It's more smooth.
He's
Smooth.
back. He's
Guys,
back. He's
I am
back.
so sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna go. You guys are gonna walk with me downstairs. I'm gonna go sit right by my router. We're gonna get this fixed up right away.
It's already way smoother
go
than
chase,
it was.
Go chase the homeless people outside on the street somewhere that's stealing your Wi-Fi, dog.
No.
Just don't call the police, man. They might shoot you.
All right. Apologies.
Don't apologize for that.
I think
Just
we're still recording, so you can go ahead.
Oh yeah, so we were talking about Otai Kingdom.
Oh yeah,
and then they have Heffa's Otai, like
Heffa's Otai. They're good. They do Otai, but they put it in like they have these big, I guess like cups or I don't know containers that they put theirs in, and then a small one. But they also do cups of fruit, and then what else did they do that day? I forgot. But Otai Kingdom, what they do is I think it's a 16-ounce bottle and a 20-ounce bottle. I think.
I've got it catered for a party one time, and I got like 5 gallons.
Oh goddamn! No, and they do that too. They cater. So if you do contact them and you want some Otai for like a party,
they're nice. They're definitely work with you.
Yeah, they're cool.
Pickup is in like SeaTac or something. So.
Oh, see, that's not bad. I mean, unless you're coming from Portland or wherever Lance is, but it's worth it, Lance.
I was gonna try to go to the Pacifica Food Festival on Saturday. I'll be kind of in the area, so
you should
check it out. I went last year, and something that really stuck out to me was this turkey tail potty popo.
Whoa!
And
no, it's turkey tail and buggy popo.
Okay.
Don't get it. Don't get it.
Yeah, no, not combined. Separate.
Don't get him. I can see the excitement.
Sweet and savory.
Don't do it, Mike. Don't get him excited like that.
Hey, I might be onto something though. We should delve into this. Where could that go?
No, this is what I'm trying next time. You know how they do burnt ends at American barbecues, so I'm trying to do the same thing with cut up mulipipi and kind of do them like they do burnt ends. So we can see. Once I'm done doing that, I'll tell you guys how it turns out. And
nice. Were there any memorable stations at the last Pacific Food Festival that you're wanting to try again?
Yeah, some steamed buns that had that was what I got confused there. Steamed buns with turkey tail in them. That's what I meant.
That's fire. So for everybody listening, if you're Chinese and it's a steamed bun, it's shopao, or maybe that's Filipino. Hawaiians, it's manapua, and in Samoa, it's kekepua. So what they do, Mike, at the market in Samoa, Apia, they deep fry those suckers.
Oh my! You're like making me think about like the last time we talked about these. I think we had this exact same. It's not a good podcast unless we're talking about food.
Bro, this is like a reoccurring podcast in my head. Anytime I think about it, like every 15 minutes, deep fried kekepua. That's like, dude, why?
Just thinking about that has my mouth watering.
Ooh, see, man.
Is that do you have to pay to get into that food festival, or is it just like a walk-in at a park somewhere?
I believe it was just walk-in at the park
and then pay for the food.
In Tacoma, I believe.
It was in Tacoma,
Lakewood area ish, kind of.
Yeah.
Mount Tahoma High School, kind of near that area. But yeah, I just remember walking in. I don't remember paying for anything. But I feel like I went to like 3 festivals right in or back. So
they're
kind of getting all jumbled up because I participate in the cookies, runts, all that. Shameless plug.
Hey, those go hand in hand.
Cookies and runts.
Yes. Well, cookie runs and the Pacifica Food Festival.
Yeah. It's really the only way to try everything to keep that appetite going.
Yeah. Nice. Definitely.
Hell yeah. All right. Moving on to our other topic here. On Sunday, President Joe Biden announced that he is not going to seek re-election. And he's instead just going to focus on the rest of his presidential term up to January. And he's endorsing the vice president, Kamala Harris, as who the Democrats should pick as their candidate nominee.
Yeah.
Their
She's
puppet.
their voice, their figurehead,
Puppet.
as the person that's going to lead the party or seek the presidential nomination versus former President Donald Trump in November. Historical first couple days of quote unquote historical. I don't know. I haven't looked into it. A lot of people are saying it. A lot of donations have gone into Harris's presidential campaign.
81 million at this point.
81 million?
That's what they were saying.
Like
in 2 days?
In 2 days. That's why it's historical.
Ooh, damn, okay. Yeah, where were you guys on Sunday when freaking Joe decided he was gonna get talked out of this thing?
On my way to work, actually, or getting ready for work. I mean, that was the original plan. And I heard that from you guys. So, I mean, he was supposed to do his 4 years, you know what I mean? Get some policy going before the next person would come along that he would endorse. And of course, they would be younger, a little bit more situated into the Democratic Party. So, I mean, as much as they said he had a resistance to it, and maybe somebody did talk him out of it.
He did.
I mean, yeah, the plan's coming into fruition for the Democratic Party. So, I mean, people are always going to just concentrate on that he had resistance. It's done. There's no more resistance. And they're still talking about how he had to be talked out of it instead of like things that they need to be talking about. Already. Right. Like,
people already past it.
I mean, she's, if I'm not mistaken, has picked a running mate already.
I need to see that. That's
I think it's Tate from is he a governor or a senator from
Andrew Tate,
the East Coast?
I was like,
what? Hey, you know what? She might win with Andrew Tate. I don't know. She might win with him. I don't know.
Criminal.
Yeah, Romanian criminal. Mike, where were you on Sunday when you got the news Joe dropped out?
I was on Twitter. So I got it fresh. Like Joe Biden tweeted 1 second ago. That's where I saw it. I was like, holy shit, this is serious. And I checked the news source. I like Googled it. Yeah. And for like the first 2 minutes, nothing. And then after 3 minutes, boom, 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 boom. And politics is very confusing. So like the whole time we've had all these people say, oh, Joe Biden's fine. And then the other half are like, he should drop out. And then he does. And they're like, you can't do that. It's unconstitutional. Or like, I'm like,
they bullied him into dropping out.
Yeah, I'm like, did he even decide? Or like, he never came in front of somebody. He was just put on the camera today. He's been MIA for the last like 3 days. Granted, he did have COVID, so I guess.
Well, I mean, of course he had COVID.
Yeah, I mean, conspiracy theory me is like, oh, they just tweeted it, and then all these people started backing Harris. So then, by the time he comes back to the light, they're like, oh yeah,
hand it off, guy.
I guess. But I mean, he's old as shit. So now, if they debate Harris and Trump, maybe we can really see the deficiencies of having somebody. But I just saw a video from Bryson DeChambeau. You guys know that guy, pro golfer?
Yeah.
He was golfing with Trump. Trump's kind of filthy, dog.
Trump, that's a golfer. He's freaking there. He gets a lot of reps.
Yeah, exactly. But at 78, I was surprised that he could even hit the fucking ball. So like that shit he was talking to Joe Biden, he definitely backed it up.
Oh yeah. That was a weird kind of sticking point for me when they were like, Joe, bring up your golf game. I was like, this guy obviously plays a lot more golf than you, Joseph. Sit down, don't take it there. Because anyone who freaking hits the course once a week is going to be a lot better than some guy that probably hasn't played in years.
Where, I mean, that's weird, but that's what you take away from. My thing is, you're on a presidential debate. Who the fuck is talking
Exactly.
about golf?
And again, that question, that back and forth about their golf scores happened during the freaking, hey, parents are struggling with childcare in this country. What do you guys want to do about it? And then it ended with, I was a 6 handicap. Oh, there's no way. There's no way he was a 6 handicap. I played with a lot of 6 handicappers.
Man, like
he can't even hit it 50 yards.
Yeah, I don't know how people could like honestly sit there and still show support for Trump and back him up after that. Like they both.
Wait, what do you mean?
Huh?
What do you mean?
On having an argument about golf where you're supposed to be up there.
I mean, they were both arguing. Exactly.
No, that's what I mean. Like, hey, they got rid of the other guy. You have to talk about the other guy.
All the negatives of having Joe Biden up there are gone, right? It's the age, the dementia, the Hunter Biden and his laptop, all that stuff is like, that's not our candidate. Our candidate is a former cop, prosecutor, senator, vice president.
Which is crazy because now Trump's like, well, how could you just take him out of the race like that?
He's like,
bro,
right? He's like, damn, now I'm gonna lose because I have to have my team has to find all new smut on the
for real. They have to reload all of the insults.
Yeah, like we spent 8 years.
Kamala. What do you think is gonna? What do you think is the adjective he's gonna attach to?
Well, they're definitely gonna attack her record as the prosecutor in San Francisco because that's come up even as she was the vice president. And there's
what happened there?
I guess her prosecution record prosecuting. I don't know if they were talking about. I'm not gonna say because I haven't read into it, but I know the numbers are supposed to be pretty bad about her prosecuting people in the Bay unjustly, I guess. And so,
I just don't.
It's always going to be something. It's always going to be something, and I think that's what they're going to attack. And then, of course, her being is she Native American or is she like Indian?
South Asian.
Okay. Yeah. And also her dad is from Jamaica.
And black.
So, yeah, that's gonna come into play. And then don't they have a new a war criminal that they just invited into the state senate or something like that?
War criminal?
What is his name? African name. Anyway, getting off the case. So of course all of that stuff is gonna probably come into play now. And it's Trump and his supporters and his people behind him. They're gonna find some kind of dirt to make it look like she's un-American because that's their
okay, the birther.
Right, is that he's super American.
Isn't Vice President JD Vance, his wife is like Indian too, so they're about to be hating on Kamala.
What, that fool picked somebody who was talking shit about him like 3 months ago.
I know, right? So it'd be crazy. I was telling this to Lance before you got on. What if Harris picks as her vice president? Hear me out. Joe Biden. He has so much experience.
He's got all the experience.
No. Automatic loss.
He just can't reach for it and use
automatic loss.
That'd be like the troll move. But honestly, he's probably going to pick somebody from like a swing state, conservative, male, probably between the ages of 40 and 50, wife, couple kids, kind of vibes.
Man, dude, I'd go after a Republican. Be like, hey, man.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I could see that. Like cut into the conservative vote.
These guys aren't real Republicans over there.
Wow. Is there any name for vice president you think would improve her ticket or guarantee a win?
Dude from Pennsylvania. I forgot what his name is.
Pennsylvania. Are we trying to get Uncle Rock in there? Are we trying to get Uncle Dwayne? Can you imagine if Dwayne The Rock Johnson was on the vice presidential ticket? Was on the presidential ticket? Like how? We're all voting for The Rock. Everyone's gonna be like, wait. I feel like there's a lot of like Trumper, conservative Republicans that would be like, oh, it's The Rock though. Like Islanders, especially. I would
There's a
hope.
lot of I've seen a lot of Islander Trumpies on like
Yeah.
Facebook and stuff.
There is a ton. The
What's
Republican
up
Party.
with that?
There's people who flew from American Samoa to go to the what is the Republican Party thing?
The
Oh,
RNC.
Yeah,
are they delegates?
the racist Americans.
No.
in
Nah.
Wisconsin too.
No,
It's
not
the
just not
results
just.
of their.
No, I know, not
They
just
broke
delegates.
Grindr. Let's talk about that. That was
Oh my
weird.
gosh.
They what?
Yeah, not just delegates, but the delegates and like just regular voters
Like fans.
flew out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it was the draft.
The Democrat National Convention is happening soon, so we're going to see the same on the other side, right?
that's funny.
Everyone
Oh,
cheers
yeah,
no matter what we
yep.
say, and
Right.
you got some weirdos in there. I mean, especially at the RNC, there's some far right, like
Hang babies from the CDs.
yeah. It's like that. Like everyone's just in a party cheering mood, so like sometimes they don't even listen to what's being said. Buttigieg, the Pete Buttigieg, Indiana, conservative. I mean, he's gay, but like conservative, like clean white man. Gavin Newsom was another white man that they were.
Newsom
but
might
also
be
from
actually,
California.
Yeah,
I
he
think
might
he'd
be a
be
pretty
good.
good one.
But like everyone who you're trying to like swing away from Trump, they
Mhm.
fucking hate. They hate both of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
okay.
steal any
Yeah.
votes away by bringing in someone like him, like those guys.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
like
think it's half and half. I don't think we have to like. I don't think it has to be stolen from the Trump voters, the people that are going to vote for Trump. It's just those independents that are like, no,
Like,
not to declare from one side.
undecided, yeah.
Yeah.
Or people who don't even want to vote. Like they're like, I don't like either option, so I'm
Yeah.
not going to.
So if you give them a much better, younger, smarter, more aware option, maybe people that saw Biden versus Trump and were like, I'm not even going to bother voting this year. Maybe they do step up and they're like, well, I'd rather have a younger president in here. I'm going to vote for Kamala. So
I think if that's the case, I think Shapiro would be like top candidate for that.
The governor from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he's 51. You know what I mean? Right,
family.
conservative. He's young enough to like where people can cheer for him. Like younger people can still cheer for him.
Yeah,
And
I saw like Mark Kelly from Arizona.
Ooh, astronaut.
Astronaut, Navy pilot. Like all the armed forces people can get behind that. And
I mean, he's
strong
cool,
military, white. Yeah.
He looks like what is the villain from
Dr. Evil?
Yeah.
1 million electoral votes.
Yo, he was living in the Space Needle.
Oh yeah, so
Wait, what was he doing in the Space Needle?
Yeah, I think so. When he got Starbucks, he owned Starbucks when he came back to the future.
That's funny. You got women candidates too, like Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan, governor of Michigan. So there's a ton of younger guys. Like I think the Kentucky's governor, isn't he like 44, 46?
I don't know most of the governors. I feel like there's only a few that are on TV outside of their state. Like I know Kotek here in Oregon. I don't know who the Washington governor is. Inslee?
Yeah,
it's still Inslee. Yeah.
Okay.
But he's not running again. He's done.
He's done. Somebody else is gonna.
He's also not very well liked.
Yeah.
He's also not very well liked.
Who's the California governor? Newsom.
Gavin Newsom.
We know.
What about Oregon? What? You don't want to step up?
No, because he's just as hated as Inslee, or she. Isn't it a she?
Kotek.
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon is Tina Kotek.
Yeah. We'll just legalize hard drugs all over the country.
Hey, it's not legalized; it's decriminalized. It's not the addicted people's fault. Okay, be nice to them.
Like, hey, I that's exactly what I am doing now in my line of work. So
Thank you, appreciate you.
you're welcome.
What is going to be the spin though if she wins? Like, is Trump going to protest the election? Like, there's no way I lost, even though the polls said I did, and the machines counted I did, and the pundits have confirmed it.
I think if he loses, he's gonna have to concentrate on not going to jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna really, really press him.
That's the other thing.
As a president.
That's the whole reason he's trying to become president, so he don't go to jail.
The president does not have like control over what the Department of Justice is supposed to be looking into, or supposed to be separate. Right. Right.
Okay.
We're assuming the government works like it's supposed to, or they says it does. Well, we should know that. Yeah, what else? Trump chose JD Vance. Like you said, someone that was like a never Trumper, someone who was talking mess about him. There's no way we can go back to that guy. And then Trump gets confirmed as the nominee. But JD Vance gets picked. He gets picked over one of the governors. Vivek Ramaswamy didn't have a chance. And then I think Marco Rubio was another VP candidate for him. But he settles on Vance. A Catholic, former Marine, author. He's wrote some books about his faith and like, I think it was like Catholicism Today or something like that.
Oh, see, because he's Christian and white. You can't have
and young.
I'm not even gonna try. I'm not gonna even try and pronounce the last names that you just pronounced. You know what I mean? So I was about to say like Ashwama, which is her last name. So yeah. I mean, so he picked the dude that his voters are also going to look at and be like, yep, that's the combination we want running the state. You know, Americans.
Americans. Male
Americans. Exactly. That's what their target voter is. People who think like that. Again, they don't have to be racist. I'm not saying they're racist. I'm just saying that's how the country's always been run in the eyes of those of like his Republican Party is just two men who are supposed to be the head of the household, and it makes sense that they'd be the head of the country, you know, and it's always been that way. Old white guys, you know. And I mean, if they're Republican in there, that's just gonna have to change because that's not for everybody. So it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. Just because it's such a short time that we have Kamala Harris in there. But
I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think I'm.
You don't think
okay. So? I want to say on Sunday when it happened, I was like, "Oh shit, what does this mean? Very uncertain, not sure. Like, what's the step forward?"
Oh, well,
it means the shooter missed.
They were like, "Oh
no,
Joe, you got to sit down, or the plan's not working."
It means that Trump's plan didn't go through. He did get the votes and the support he needed to by his shooter missing, but didn't look out for Biden being replaced. So now he's like, fuck, now I got to get shot in the other ear. Somebody get another shooter.
Someone get some more ketchup.
Right.
To hold off his stepping down until after the RNC, until after Trump's whole convention speech. And then he's like,
masterpiece.
Just kidding, I have COVID, and here's the
see you later.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody injected him with COVID over there. You know, somebody bumped into him and he was like, ouch.
Man, one of the guys is saying he got it. He knows one of the guys he did an interview with now has it. And he's like, bro, you gave the fucking president COVID, you asshole. It was like Sketch or Speed or somebody.
That's funny.
Yeah, but
in the latest poll, Kamala Harris is ahead.
Yo.
I mean, and it's early. It's really early.
It's so early, and it's already happened. It's not. I mean, and
it's not even in. It's not even in the big states that you like, but just like nationally, she's already leading, which is which is good for the Democratic Party. Like it's good news because that's good numbers early, of course, but just shows how much work they're gonna have to do because of the traction he's gonna pick up. Like this, the assassination, that's big, man. Like people are gonna run with that so hard of how they tried to take him out, even though it was a Republican shooter
Secret Service
sorry,
lady
not a Republican
quit
shooter.
today.
Right.
Oh
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
she
Yeah.
got
She stepped down.
roasted. Everyone,
stepped-
both
yeah.
sides were like, "Yo, are
Yeah.
you not able to protect the people we need protecting?" She's
Right.
like, "I can't give you the answer to that. There's investigation is still ongoing. Yada yada yada."
And now they're requesting that every Trump rally be done indoors.
He can't
That's the
afford
request.
it. That's the whole
That's-
reason why he's having it at
Right.
barns and fields and shit. Is
That's
because
the
he
request
owes
from
so
the
much
Secret
money.
Service.
I think he owes 500,000 to like the Target Center for his
Yeah, every arena probably.
every place that he has gone. I'm sure he can still spend money. I don't know what he's doing. Why he won't spend money on but also 150
Lawyer
yards
fees.
away for a gun that can shoot over 400 yards. It should have been in the security perimeter
Right.
for the Secret Service, and to not have
Look.
somebody on there, whatever. This just seems like
Lance,
went wrong.
the roof was slanted, Lance. The roof was slanted.
What does that mean?
They said the roof was at an angle where they felt that no one could get up there and get a clean shot.
Okay,
The
obviously,
least athletic person
wrong.
I've ever seen in my life was able to make
Oh.
it.
Is he a Trump supporter?
Don't talk about my president like that.
Yeah, hey, you can't go back to your mom's house if you're gonna come back like that. When I heard that excuse, that's wild to me. How about just putting someone at the building itself?
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to be on the roof, but at least
just
have people secure the
walk
building.
around it. Like
Right.
I
What did he
played video
do?
games.
Fall
dog.
from a
That's
helicopter. Right, exactly.
You never played Metal Gear Solid. You just
like,
do
at
a
least make it a
route.
little hard for dude.
Oh,
to do
I
that
know. That fool went and parked up there, and everybody else probably thought in there, so we do have a guy in that building? Oh, great.
Fail. What a fail.
shit. They probably were rang her, the lady, Secret Service director, and was like, "What do we do?"
That's
fuck
not
it.
you.
There's
That's
no
not
way
you.
it got up to the director that fast. It was probably somebody there. Oh,
She
man.
just got done reading the story of Zacchaeus in the Bible, climbing the tree.
Oh my god.
So he's like, maybe that's what he's trying to do.
But that's just crazy. Like, yeah, that's literally your job is to keep the former presidents and the presidents alive. Like,
And that includes security around him, and that includes
Right.
securing the area around him, especially with how easy it is to get rifles in our Second Amendment country.
Yeah.
You got to be able to protect against that. And having it in your perimeter or having people on the building, at the building, around was definitely a failure in communication, a failure in human resources, whatever it was, in planning. Someone had to answer for that. And I'm surprised it went all the way up to the actual director resigning today instead of like someone that was in charge of the detail admitting that it was they messed up or something.
That's a direct attack on a presidential candidate, a former president, and he was able to draw blood. Shit, I'm surprised. Like the whole head of staff didn't get fired. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, everyone working that day.
Yeah,
fired.
everybody fired. So
Jimmy Carter was in his living room looking around like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, exactly, man.
I'm watching all of you guys.
That's crazy. Like, we can pull a kid who played video games for years and make him a actual Gran Turismo driver, but we can't get a guy. But we can't get people to actually guard the president, and they couldn't find a shooter who could actually shoot from video games. That's crazy.
What do you guys think? It was just incompetence, overlaps of security, or what do you think led to that? Just nothing's gonna happen. They're just flippant.
I think
Oh,
something
are we
happened.
talking?
Some conspiracy is going on. Like,
Oh,
there's no way, ain't no way they let that happen to like the most important person in America. Nah, I'm not saying Donald Trump is, but like the president
right.
or a former
The
president,
former president.
someone
Yeah.
who could be president.
I
Ain't
mean,
no fucking way.
if we're
That's how you
talking
know he's broke.
logically,
Where's his bodyguards?
they were hiding like they should have been because they knew what was coming.
They're waiting for their freaking December paychecks.
Oh my
They
gosh,
weren't there that day. No.
that's funny. No, yeah, I mean,
Here, well,
if it's not a conspiracy, I just feel like, which I really think that something's going on. But if it was just something like regular mishap, which isn't a regular mishap, uh, it's just them being negligent again. Like,
negligent.
so, like, it's almost like, well, I mean, if we're not allowed to go on the roof, then how
No
can
one
someone
is.
else? Yeah, like if they said that we can't make the shot from there, obviously the shooter's not going to go up there and try to get there because we can't do it.
And they got the warning like minutes ahead. People were like, "Hey, there's this guy crawling up here. This guy climbing the roof. He's got a rifle."
What do we do, director?
Right?
It's,
Let him
Say,
up.
wait.
is it a threat? Is it a threat or is
Nah,
it suspicious? It's like it's very suspicious. I'm not sure if it's a threat. He is
wait
in the
till
prone position. He does have a gun in front of his face.
wait till you can confirm a shot.
Yeah, wait till you hear something.
If you hear one, if you hear
oh
one,
my god, fail. Yeah. So I'm just pulling up the first article that comes up when typing in presidential polls in this New York Times. Currently, July 23rd, 48% Trump, 45% Harris. But this is already a Harris gaining a huge amount of ground.
yeah,
And he's only got a 3-point lead on her. In some of the polls in specific states, in Pennsylvania, where Biden was at 45 and Trump was 48%, Harris has gotten Biden's 45 up to 47, and Trump's still at 48, so gaining ground there. And then also in Virginia, where Biden was 3 points ahead, 48 to 45, Harris is now 5 points ahead, increasing that to 49 to 44. So those are some of the like just the earliest polls in certain places. But yeah, vice president gaining a lot of support. I think she was on the phone calling a lot of people. So you had a lot of other politicians, governors, senators, congresspeople getting onto their social medias or to their announcements and being like, we're behind Kamala. You guys should be too. And kind of the support, the fundraising. You guys said historical, over 80 million in 2 days. So yeah, definitely went from a like, what the hell is going on? Is there a plan? What's going to happen? We have no chance. To oh, I think this might be in the bag. Like if in 3 more months, it's going to be, or I guess two. What is it? Oh, October. So yeah, 3 more
October.
months.
We'll see. I mean,
No, November. Yeah.
November
Politics.
4th.
Yeah.
Politics is such a messy, like,
Seems fake.
such a messy
But it's
thing,
less.
man.
It's less messy now. It's less like, oh, he's an old ass empire, crime empire, son's on drugs, and now it's a black woman and what will probably be a conservative white man.
But this is the thing: a black woman's
That's the
been running the
ticket.
country for the last 4 years anyway.
That's what I've been saying. Like, it probably has been her.
She's been
So-
having to.
She got the AI voice
Yeah.
thing.
If you were smart and you didn't like the way the country was being run these past 4 years, well, guess what? You get another 4 years of it if she's in office.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like
Oh man,
we've
yeah. I
gone
mean,
through like a world inflation. Everything everywhere is expensive. It's not just like America, but we
America.
as Americans feel centered, and it's like, oh, Joe Biden is the reason why inflation is 6%. It's like 10% in Germany, or it was. It's just down now. Like
We're doing the best out of everybody.
yeah, we're kind of killing it, and it was a situation that didn't have to be so bad. Like I think it all started during COVID. It was like, America chose not to be the freaking leader and keep like people safe and choose people over money or politics. And I mean, that's just where we are as a country. It's just so divided that, you know, if someone says to do something, the other side is like, we should figure out ways not to do that or spin not to do that. So, and that led to like a lot of death, a lot of like freaking economies being thrown off. And now we just have to like pay the price to recorrect that. But
yeah,
I know that it's whatever whoever the nominee is for the blue side is going to be better than Donald Trump.
I'm just gonna gain Magneto's powers and do what he did in the comics and grab my own asteroid and move all the people that want to move with me onto the asteroid and fly away from Earth.
Is there like can he make like an atmosphere around that asteroid? You guys get to
No, only
just
strong
trans people
come.
to
Storm can come too.
Yeah. Like if you can't make it out of space, I'm sorry.
this is not the story arc for you. This is
What's your power? I melt.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to melt on Earth.
You gotta stay.
What do you do? Glow in the dark. Maybe you can come. You might be good in space.
We're about to just list off all the sky high fucking
exactly.
You know who would be good doing their job in space is LeBron James. Did you guys watch the new Space Jam?
Here we go, another Lakers fan trying to talk about LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Hold that flag down, brother.
Yo, the Olympics begin this Friday in Paris.
Man,
France, France.
I can't wait for rifling.
That's the one here? Foot archery?
No, well, they have one for rifles too. So
yeah,
looking forward to that. I wish it was the Winter Olympics so I could watch curling.
Curling is pretty fire, actually.
It is. It's pretty fire. Like people like. I mean, it's pretty hard, man. You know what I mean? If you don't know what curling is, go look it up. And I
love curling. That's like my guilty pleasure. Right. Ever since a kid, I was like, damn, that looks fun.
And the way they get it to like, yeah.
But
I think you get it to the bullseye or something, right?
That's
you gotta get it to the middle.
But it's like you gotta. What are you doing?
I've
you're making
curling for years, but I'm not sure how
right.
it works.
But it looks fun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! There's a
I know someone who doesn't like curling. But basketball should be a little exciting this year. With the rest of the world, not catching up, but like skill-wise, they are tons better than they were a while ago. They are giving America a really good challenge right now, or the USA.
60 international NBA players playing in the Olympics this year.
Yep, and
the most ever.
They just played Germany, and Germany had the Wagner brothers playing. They had Tice. They had Schroeder. So they have one more who like is in and out of the NBA, and they gave them a good run. But you can tell like if those guys put their Kleber, if they put their foot to the pedal, like I don't know if it'd be different. They just look like they are playing hard. I'm not saying that they're out there relaxing because Olympics is soon. They're playing hard because they know they're gonna go. But I think when the games come to it, when it's really a elimination round that they're playing in, I think we're gonna see them like kind of gel a little bit more. Embiid looks a lot better than he did in the first couple of games. Shout out to Sudan. That's yep.
Shout out Luol Deng.
Yeah. He started, man. He was him and his brother. He had a brother too that played. They were killing it, and Luol Deng was in the league for a long time. Took a lot of money from my Chicago Bulls that probably he didn't deserve. But he was a good player. I was a fan of UConn, but also no shout out for Gilbert Arenas for calling them. But he had some really rough words.
Yeah, wild. Like you almost lost to some Africans. He literally said, "I'm like, bro, you can't be."
What?
Yeah, he said, man, they don't even have shoes. Like that's
Whoa!
Okay.
like what?
To be
Super-
fair, though, they don't have any indoor courts.
They don't have any indoor courts.
That's
And,
wild.
yeah,
They've
Yeah.
only been a country for 13 years, so like it's a real war torn area. So the fact that
They
they
are.
can even get like
They're
10 guys together to play basketball who are tall.
they're known for
That's
like the gold in their country. Like people have been excuse my language, raping their country for the gold that they have in there, and just that's why it's so war torn because other countries have come in there fighting over something that's not theirs. They're almost like the diamonds in Africa that they're mining, the blood diamonds. So it's crazy that he would come out that, but Cardick Jones, he's also well known around in the league. He hasn't had a stint yet in the league, but he put some buckets. He played good in college. I know he was in the G League for a little bit. He plays in Europe somewhere. What did he have? Like 36, 37?
For South Sudan.
So yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you're also lax like that. Like you have to give that to, like, I'm pretty sure it happened to us when we went to play in Papua New Guinea 2015. The men's team played, I want to say it was Nauru, and they didn't start their starters. And then by halftime, they were down by like 7. And they put in the starters, of course. By that time,
starters.
like now you put your starters in and you're trying to win from behind. You don't think 7 points is a lot, but with momentum, guys aren't going to give up those 7 points like real easy. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of what happened with them. Not to take anything away from South Sudan, because they played their asses off, and I thought they should have won.
They almost did. What did it take? Some like
last second LeBron shot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, LeBron had to take over for like both games, I feel like.
Yeah.
Versus Germany too?
Yeah, he scored like the last 5.
Yeah, he's good when he's playing like international players, but in the NBA he's not that good.
When he's playing the best in the world.
Yeah. When he's playing in the NBA, he's all right. I mean, he's got a Lakers jersey on, whatever. But a USA jersey, he looks pretty good against guys who, play in Europe. I mean,
I guess if it's spread out, yeah, there's the international teams might have less basketball talent than the NBA teams, right?
But you know what they have more of? Love for their country. Like
yes.
that passion that they have, like wanting to play for their country. Let's be real. I don't think America has it. Like,
I think we're spoiled too, though. With like, especially with
like millions
the championships.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, that, and like we've been winning Olympics. I mean, not lately. Like we haven't just been winning, but we still have been winning a lot more than other countries. I don't know if any other country besides like Russia back in the day.
What countries provide like the biggest test versus America in the Olympics for basketball?
Australia, because
Spain.
Yeah, Spain, of course. Australia, because their league, their NBL league is probably second best to the NBA.
Okay, so they have professional.
Yeah, their professionals are pretty good, and then like Greece, of course. I want to say Greece, but then they have Giannis's other brother who's on the team. Actually, he didn't make the team this year. He didn't make the team this year. Only the other brother, Alex, made the team. But of course, yeah.
Canada's good too.
Canada's good. I mean, they're right. They're also America. So yeah.
They're America light.
But if you put Dylan Brooks in your team, that automatically loses 25 points from your team when you have Dylan Brooks on your team.
See him walking in front of everybody's interview?
Man, I would have smacked the shit out of him.
Or tripped him. Yeah. Hey, stick your foot out, bro. Hey, don't get in trouble for punching somebody on international cameras.
I don't care.
But you stick your foot out, you're gonna get a good like, what happened,
I'm gonna
Dylan?
trip him. I'm gonna trip him and smack the shit out of the back of his head as he's falling down. Man. Canada.
What a great
Germany. We just saw Germany. We just saw Germany give them rubs. Japan has size.
They're pretty good this year.
Yeah, China's another team that always has size too. Like that, all of a sudden, some dude that's like 800
built
pounds
in a lab.
Right, like
Fucking
he's-
rush
They're
hour.
like,
3
you are
shit.
gonna be our center. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
like he's
Goddamn.
7'10", 400 pounds or something like that coming off the
Yeah.
bench. They got
What do you
that
do
kid
for a
that
living?
just
He was like, I train for 2024 Olympics.
they got that 7'9" kid who plays for IMG Academy in Florida. What country does he play for? He'll be playing in the Olympics. He's actually pretty mobile for someone 7'9". Like, you know how we usually see guys that are tall, like they kind of just look like they could drop and break a leg at any moment. Well,
Yeah, either like hella skinny or like
Yeah,
can't move at
yeah.
all.
He's pretty big. He's solid. He moves well. And then Brazil, of course, another country who's always pretty solid in the Olympics. Brazil, Mike already said Spain, and then
Argentina's
Serbia.
sometimes good.
Yeah, Argentina. I want to say Serbia, but then we smacked them by like 30, I think.
Are there certain
Uh,
players that are play for their international teams that are like by themselves make them their teams like a worthy foe?
Luka,
Luka for Spain or Slovenia?
Slovenia. Yeah, Slovenia. But he's got help. He's got some other guys on the team. But of course, Luka.
Oh yeah,
Luka
like the
Form,
Dragic's.
Yep, all the brothers that have ever played for the Dragic brothers.
I was like, I've heard that name for generations.
Yeah, there's three of them. There's three of them. I know them.
Oregon?
Yeah. And then there, Giannis, of course, he definitely lifts Greece to a whole nother level. If Giannis isn't on that team, like they're mediocre.
Serbia? Jokic?
Yep. Yep.
Do they have
That-
anybody
that's-
else on their team that you recognize or from the NBA?
They do.
Jovic.
But I
Jovic?
can't.
Yeah, they got like all these weird names, like
The itches.
similar
Yeah.
names but
Yeah.
different.
Like whoever the Bogdanovich guys play for, those guys are pretty
Johnson,
good.
Thompson, Ronson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's some teams, but again, America, like I think the one thing right now that gives everybody an advantage, if there was one over America right now, is we're missing KD. He hasn't been able to play yet because of injury. And I think at this point, if you were allowed, if you were able to kick Kawhi off the team for that, why can't you kick KD up, pick somebody else up?
Wait, I thought
Like,
Kawhi just decided
You know
he
what?
wasn't continuing.
Nah, hell nah.
It's be
They
also
kicked him
the
off?
team. Fuck that.
he's not
They
on
kicked him
Nike,
off?
guys. It's a Nike
They sent
thing.
him home.
What?
like,
no.
We
Is
can
that
only
what
have
sent
like
him home.
4
They sent
guys
him home.
that are not Nike on this team. We got
Jaylen
Steph,
Brown is not with Nike.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah,
Is that the leading theory on
That's,
why
and
he got
that-
sent
and
back?
that's it.
but
Fuck-
those
Damn.
guys, yeah. Well, also because he's autistic. he
It's
couldn't hang
like,
with everybody. Like he was like a
apple time,
he was a loner.
apple
Everybody's telling jokes. He was a loner.
time.
Right.
That's
People
just
telling
so
jokes. She
funny.
was getting mad in the back.
They went to dinner and he pulls out 12 apples. He's like, I'm
Is
just
it
eat
12?
these
I thought it
apples
said
actually.
20.
He's just
What are you,
knifing,
horse?
knifing fork.
Apple
Yeah.
time.
Just apple time,
Hey,
apple
man.
time, and knife and fork 12 apples for team dinner.
Man,
So I don't need
look,
to order today. I got
as
my
nice,
bag.
I'm gonna say it, man. As nice as Kawhi is on the court, he's got a championship. Kawhi is so overrated right now. When is the
You think
last
he's
time?
old? He's
I
done.
don't think he's old. I just think he's regular. Like,
I think he gave it all for that Toronto championship. And
yeah,
after
like
that, his body was like, we just can't do this anymore, big dog.
Like he
But they-
knows he's just there
Yeah.
to collect a check and chill now.
bro, when is the last
Nothing to
significant thing he
prove.
did in the league? Like, nothing.
I wouldn't sign
Like-
him to another contract. I'd be like, you should
Bro,
retire.
I don't even call. I don't even count all-star teams anymore. Like, because they're voted in by the fans.
Yeah, no.
Like, you could literally be super popular and not do shit. Like, and all of a sudden you're an all-star.
The players
That's
and the
crazy.
coaches vote for it too.
They do, but like a lot of it is fans voting you in,
you could
Yeah,
vote
so-
like 50 times.
right? So
that's some
I'd
real
rather-
pick me.
right,
NBA is like, please help. That's all. I mean, that might be
Yeah.
all star. Yeah,
Bro,
get
they
the
have
fans in there.
yeah, they have people who campaign for it sometimes. Like on, it's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. So I see Charter social media always is like, Dodger social media is always like,
Yeah.
vote for this person.
Oh,
they're
they
always
don't
trying
have-
to put people up.
They don't need to advertise for their MVP candidate because
Yeah.
that fool is a. I
Fucking
fucking hate the
beast,
Dodgers.
Freddie Freeman. Hey,
Oh my
lock it
gosh.
down.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
What?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Freddie Freeman.
Slugger.
Yes.
Yeah, Shohei's not even pitching yet. That's crazy.
He's
He's
not
just
gonna- he's
out
not
here
gonna-
swinging the bat.
He's not going to pitch this season. They already
Yeah.
agreed on it.
Because
Still
he's
gonna
gotta
win
wait till
MVP.
yeah, we gotta wait till next
don't-
year. Still gonna win MVP.
He don't even.
Oh, yeah. Guys, I froze. I'm sorry.
We don't have to talk to Lance because he's frozen again.
You can place a bet though. My man's love to place a bet.
Oh no, he doesn't. His translator does. Get
Oh,
it
yeah.
right.
That's right.
Get
Yeah.
it right.
They showed there was like a picture of Mookie telling Shohei, let's go and talk real quick inside. And Shohei was leading the way, and the back of their jersey said Shohei bets. And everyone was like, we know. Shohei bets. It wasn't the Yoshi guy. No, just kidding. Don't come for Shohei, please.
Women's basketball too is starting up, so they look pretty good. There was a lot of shit talking going on after this past WNBA All-Star game because it was WNBA All-Stars versus USA, and so people
Team USA,
yeah, so they saw Caitlin Clark do some things in the game. Angel Reese put up a bucket, and now like people are literally putting up like videos about this, getting people to follow them, like talking about how the Team USA, because they asked her right before the game, do you still stick by your decision by not picking like what? First of all, she's not the one that gets to pick the team. Like, I don't know how people are so ignorant about it, but she was like, I do. I stick by the decision of USA basketball to pick the guys that they pick, the women that they pick. And then people are like, well, now she should be backtracking because Caitlin Clark and these guys, there was one girl, none of them named Caitlin Clark. She wasn't named Angel Reese that destroyed Team USA yesterday. I'm not going to do her wrong by trying to.
It is a very difficult name.
Yeah.
Eric?
Thank you, Mike.
She
Oh, that's a
dropped 30 in the
Wale?
second half.
right. Shut up. Just over here. You practice like.
I'm reading it right now. Ogunbowale from
Yeah.
Notre
But-
Dame.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's what they do at Notre Dame.
Yeah,
They produce
okay.
players. I mean, we produce players and we kill USC at everything. Anyway, back to what I'm saying.
Anyways, okay, this hype about Caitlin Clark though, Team WNBA did beat the Olympic Team USA
Right. Yes,
117 to 109. 34 points for Ogunbowale. 4 points for Caitlin Clark. Four total points for Caitlin Clark. Okay.
How many assists though?
21 minutes, 3 assists. This is not. Oh, wait.
That's
No. Wait.
It's more because she broke a record.
Yeah.
I
10
was like, I thought she
assists.
had 10.
Oh.
Okay.
10 assists, 26 minutes, 2 of 9, 0 for 7 from 3.
You know why
1
she has 10
rebound,
assists?
10 assists, 2 steals.
Because anytime she passed the half court, all she did was pass it left to Enrique, who would hit the shot from
Yes, boom.
that's the only reason she had 10 assists.
Wide open.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean, yeah, what is that? You
Yes.
said that's a rookie, a WNBA All-Star record?
yeah, I think it was held by oh man. The one woman I wish who was my wife when I was in
Candace
school.
Parker?
Huh?
Candace Parker?
No, I wish
Skylar
when I got older.
Diggins.
Not even Skylar Diggins. She played for this. Wow, she played for the Storm. Mike, that's her.
Oh,
She-
Sue Bird?
Yes.
Is-
Yeah.
Oh, he's silly.
Man, Sue Bird and Coach Stady were my first crushes in women's basketball.
You know, they're the last two basketball players to carry the American flag in the Olympics.
Oh, see, fire,
Oh,
had-
what?
fire,
That's a good
fire.
way to go, fucking Forrest. That was
Yeah,
that was
that's
clutch.
fire. Yeah, man, because I mean, gosh, they were, well, Sue Bird's a little younger, but Coach Stady came up during the time of like Lisa Leslie, Rebecca Lobo, what's her name? The coach of Duke women's basketball now. Gosh, I can't remember her name, but she was another great guard, women like that. And coach of the
And
Las Vegas Aces. Yeah, Becky Hammond. Oh my gosh, she was so beautiful playing basketball.
Carol Lawson.
Carol Lawson. My gosh, if Go watch these highlights. Like, look, no disrespect to the girls who play now. And I'm going to say this, and I'm not trying to pinpoint um uh Angel Reese, but bro, 7 of your rebounds, offensive rebounds, cannot be your own on one
What do you
play.
mean?
On one play. Like,
I haven't seen these clips. Are you guys? Are you watching this? Is she doing it
oh no,
on
okay,
purpose?
that's of
Like
course 7 is an
throwing it in the
exaggeration.
I
She's
don't
side
think
not
she's
here,
doing
doing
it
it
on
on
purpose.
purpose.
getting
Bro,
like
if she was
3
doing it on
rebounds real
purpose,
quick on somebody short.
I would love it more than if it was on purpose. But the fact that you can't put the ball in 2 times,
Oh my god!
before, like,
So
bro,
it's not stat padding. It's make the
no,
bucket.
He
yeah,
got 99 rebound and like a 55 layup package.
yeah,
Like,
bro, like, and it's not
Offensive
just
rebound player of the year.
it's not just her. It's a lot of girls. I want to say it's fundamentals the way they're going to the basket. And this is not a boy girl thing, because even guys today too that are playing the post, when they turn and they go in, they like it's like you're next to the rim. Why are you driving on the freeway? You should be driving like you're in a residential area. Like,
nice
you're
and
like
easy.
right 2 feet from the rim, but they have no like once they're in. Angel Reese, when you watch her, she just kind of turns and puts the ball up towards the rim, hoping that it'll hit somewhere on the backboard where they'll go into the hoop. Like, there's no skill to that. Like, because you're taller than everybody, of course you're just gonna turn around. You're gonna be able to do that. Like,
Maybe she's just raw right now, and that's something that she has to work on. Like her.
well, then stop talking like you're fucking like you're being trashed in the league. You know what I mean? Or like people are against you, like have some kind of prejudice against you in the league, and that's why they don't like fuck with you in the league or in certain areas of the league. Like, no,
I know some people that don't like her because they think she talks a lot, and I'm sure like some. That's
but you
like,
can get over that in the league. Like,
you
if you're
should.
playing,
It's not. Yeah.
yeah, you can get over that. Like, but if you do all the talking and you're still doing that, that's hard to get over. Because now you're watching somebody play like trash sometimes and still talking. You know what I mean?
I mean, she
But if
set the
you're,
record for consecutive double doubles. Yeah.
dude,
Like she beat
yeah,
Lisa Leslie's record.
of course, that's easy. Again, when you're rebounding your ball more than your own shot more than one time, like just turning and rebounding your shot. I mean, you have to watch these clips, Lance. Like, it's it's bad basketball. It's bad basketball. That's plain and simple, bad basketball.
She's just
And then
being tall and throwing the ball
yeah,
up at the basket.
and you can say stuff like, but she's rebounding. She has the skill. She has footwork. The point of the game on offense is to get the ball in the hoop when the ball's in your hands, and you just have to look at a shooting percentage in these moments, and just it's. I'm not saying she's a horrible player. I'm just saying like the hype to it is crazy. Like, Caitlin Clark is better. Like, and I don't even like Caitlin Clark like that. Like, but if
that
Caitlin Clark,
the fight between her and Caitlin Clark also was another thing where people probably didn't like her for. Or like, here's the superhero and here's the villain being loud and hitting her or
I
trolling her.
guess, but it's an attitude. So I had this conversation about something totally different the other day. Do not plant seeds if you're not ready to bear the fruit that the plant's gonna. You know what I mean? Like, if you're when she was at LSU,
What was the context of your
no,
conversation?
we won't. It's done. We're not gonna talk about it. It's done. We're not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna give the person that I was talking about grace, but you know what? Fuck you. We will talk about it. But, yeah, no, just Angel Reese, the whole LSU, they were supposed to have that attitude. That was their attitude. Like, they 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 cultivated that image. They themselves cultivated that image that they were like tough players, or like, what did she call herself? Hood Barbie, some shit, Bayou Barbie. You know what I mean? Like, and she ate it up. And then all of a sudden, when it didn't fit her like image, now that she wanted to be something different, now it's like, oh, they're coming down on me. It's not fair that they call me these things. I'm not that person. Don't cultivate that image then. Don't do it. Don't do it. Same as Caitlin Clark. If you don't want to be called a crybaby, stop crying. to go out there and play ball. You didn't score 30 points, not yet. You're not going to score 30 points every night because people are going to play defense in the professional league better than they do in the college league. So
she's playing defense on herself. So what the
fuck? Lance, you refer or were asking about a post that I made the other day on Facebook, and it had to do with a girl. We're not gonna say any names. She posted a picture of a young man here in Lakewood. He had a full pair. He was on the road in Lakewood, yelling at people, naked, full on naked, just yelling at people. So one, you obviously know he's out there and he's not in the right mental state. Two, if he's out there like that, it is Washington. He's in Lakewood. There's a possibility, a very high one, that he is also an addicted, someone addicted to drugs, and that's why he's out there. Not in the right mental state.
That's what
But
Lakewood.
Lakewood, and in her post, she explains that her husband called her, told her about this dude on the street, and she said, "Why did you take a picture? Let's make him go viral." That was on her post. He said he passed, and she made him double back to take the pictures of this guy on it. And so her thing was like, if you want to be stupid and make our people look stupid because you have the full pair, we're gonna make it go viral. And then she posted the pictures. And then, your first initial reaction is like, damn, that sucks that he's out there like that. But why didn't you guys just stop and like help him or comfort him? Or, just talk to him, try to de-escalate the situation. If he says no, that's fine. He doesn't want the help. You can post about it, but you don't have to make that post, and you don't have to post the pictures. And then
because you're promoting shit,
exactly
doing the same shit you just talked about.
And then she was saying something like trying to make jokes like, whose uncle is this? Whose cousin is this? Exactly right. Not yours, but someone else's. Someone else's son, someone else's grandson. And, he's someone, and we're not better than other people, but the way we operate is by community, and we help. And if you didn't want the help, then all you have to do is ask on Facebook. You can post what you want to post. It's your post. I get it. I'm not mad at you that you posted it, disappointed, but I'm mad that once people started coming at you about it and posting about you and saying, how come you didn't help? Or that's a shitty person. Then you and your friends started going to other people's posts like, well, you don't know the whole situation because he's on drugs. No, that's exactly, we know that. Well, he made his own post telling people to fuck off. Okay, that's his own post. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't want our help. Okay, fine. You still don't have to make the post. But now that you're over here griping about it and your friends are like, she's a good person, you guys are assholes because you guys made a post condemning her for not helping. Don't do that. What do the kids say these days? Stand on business. If you posted it, stick by your post. I have more respect for you then. But don't start crying about it after and like, I didn't mean for it to go like, no, you literally said, let's make him go viral. Well,
and that's what you post things on the internet, you don't have control over what happens.
That's what I said in my post too. I said, look, if you number one, you post it on a social media site where public people go and they judge you. Two, you wanted to go viral. Well, here you go. Like, don't light fires and then expect it to not burn you. That's all I'm saying. And love your people, man. Yeah, love your people. There's a lot of other things you could have done to like bring light to the situation. It doesn't have to be like negative like that to condemn him like that. And again, it's your page. You're entitled to your opinion, but also if you're going to be on a public app like that,
if you're over here worried about, embarrassing the culture, then
right.
Why are you continuing to post it? Because you want to
provide solutions.
Yeah, amen. That's what everybody was telling me.
It takes a village. Jeez Louise.
Don't perpetuate the image that what I mean people are gonna have. So
well, I mean, but okay. So here's the other side. Or if you see something wrong happening, do you just not bring attention to it? you're saying there's different ways. There's like
There's
better
different
ways
ways
to
to,
handle
yeah,
it, especially
like,
than posting
yeah.
being negative about it.
So she wanted her husband to take the picture, obviously, of him whole naked to show his like that. Like, okay, even if she posted the pictures and it cut him like, halfway decent, maybe post his face, okay, and you make your post like that. I might not have had such a bad like thought about it when she did it, but she wanted to post him naked and then just talk about the, nothing of it was gonna help from her post.
Yeah.
Like, and then like and then there's a joke like, whose cousin is this? Which one of this is which one of you is this? Is this your uncle? Like, because there are real people out here, and maybe his family in Samoa, because he's from Fangaimo in Samoa. Maybe his family in Samoa don't know what's going on with him right now. You could actually be helping them by like posting it, or maybe finding out who the kid is, who his family is, and contacting his family in Samoa, and maybe you can get some help, you know. And if you stopped and he didn't want to jump in your car, or he didn't want the ear you were trying to give him, or the sweater or the shorts, extra shorts you had in your car, then call the cops and get him off the street. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Then you can post about it later and saying how, he might need some help, who his family is, contact his family. If you have your personal opinions, fine, attach it to the post. But yeah, do better to help.
She wanted to be shitty and she got a response.
Amen. And yeah, and then she got a whole bunch of
that
shit.
Sucks. Don't be like that. People do
Yeah,
better.
exactly.
Yeah, definitely be helpful instead of embarrassing for perpetuating embarrassment or what you think is.
Exactly. And like, her friends were funny. And look, y'all know me. I'm not the biggest dude in the world. You know what I mean? I don't say I can like fight everybody or beat everybody up. Definitely not me. But her friends were funny. So I got some DMs and I gave people my address. So like, look, this is who I'm going to be at. This, you know what I mean? If you have something to say, okay. You know what I mean? But obviously, no one to come. You know what I mean?
You got to post those DMs. Send them
What
up
happened?
to.
Nah. That's super petty.
Tag them in the story.
It's also gonna be, oh my gosh, it's gonna be hard to decipher too, because some of these fools really needed to go back to school and learn grammar and English in general. But hey, once you move to the States, I guess it gives you like, you know, the confidence to. I speak Samoan, folks, just to let you guys know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, on a brighter note, man, PolyFest was off the hook. PolyFest was off the hook. I got to come through. The performance, man, I'm telling you, it's for me, it's so cool to see. And I say this every year at PolyFest, is to look out into the crowd and see faces that look like yours, and then to look at the performer that's on stage looks just like you too, and just everybody knowing the lyrics. Like, when they do when they're singing, they pause their song and everybody just starts singing their song. That's, for an artist, that has to be, because I'm not even one of the artists. I'm over there taking pictures, but like the butterflies when people start, like, the whole crowd is singing their song. It was real. Like, it was crazy. So, man, shout out to everybody who showed up to perform for the people at PolyFest, because I know there's a lot of different things that go into being at a festival like that, or like performance wise. And then even for Emerald Dynasty Entertainment, Jesse and Victoria Korea, like, just for them to put that on, get all the artists together, like, so much. There's so many moving parts to something like that's amazing. And it's not just Jesse and Victoria, it's all the people that they have that support them. Their kids are amazing when it comes to all of this. They're such a tightly knit family. They're always supporting each other. And then Jesse and Victoria just being talented enough to do all these things, and they do more than just the festivals. So super dope, man. I'm always so grateful. Like, it really resets me and my mindset about being grateful for stuff after I do PolyFest, because yeah, I couldn't be more grateful to be a part of things like that. And then I get to come on here and talk with you two, and even more grateful that I get to share stuff like that, not just on my social media platforms, but with you guys here when you guys allow me to talk about my experiences there. So, and then hopefully I'll be able to do the same thing at the 4 Days of Law, hanging out with Lance and Eri. Unfortunately they couldn't have a booth this year, but there's still plans to hang out, folks. Man, it's another festival. It's gonna be great. There's always good food there. I get to see Lance's family, his girl, both his women in his life. You know what I mean? They're super cool, man. Super cool. They got a little, just their daughters. Oh my gosh, so adorable. Amazing. And if Mike and his girl bring down Keita, maybe it'll be a whole family event. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we gotta go live.
yeah, see,
We're doing it live.
Right. And I mean, it was a cool last year too, because it was the first time we all got to meet each other in person.
Real.
Me and Lance met Mike at the last PolyFest, which was dope.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Got to meet his girl, so that was cool.
We gotta bring chairs.
Yeah. Last year,
we gotta remember
so
to bring
right,
chairs
so
and a
right.
cooler of water.
oh man, last year the cooler of water is cool. That's probably what we need this year. I don't think they allow chairs on the field because it's a
What, 4 days?
a government field. Oh no, 4 days for sure. Oh well, man, you know what happened to me the last time I was 4 days, and I didn't think I could ever get it since I was a kid. Was sunburn. I used to talk so much shit about I'm Polynesian Filipino. I'll get sunburned, and then my dumb ass was out in sunscreen, and my shoulders were burnt to a crisp.
Shoulders and forehead. I got burnt when we went camping a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I don't need it. What do I need? Just give it to the baby. And I was like, oh. Dad should have taken some of that shit too.
You don't see all this melanin over here?
My people are from the sun.
Yeah, people from the sun.
I was just telling that one of my brother, John Akapu, he's a performer, and he was performing at a wedding yesterday, and he posted, it's like, man, you have me out here in the sun again. I was like, Shelly, well, you do sing the lyrics, people from the sun, so.
Oh, do you guys know that song No Tango Dinero by Los Sombreros?
Yes, of course. If you ever rode a bus in American Samoa.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Somebody used that as like one of the songs on their reels, and I wasn't paying attention to the reel. I was just like, oh my gosh, what a freaking throwback song straight to Samoa. Freaking
you could not go anywhere.
I think we had the tape of the single that had like 4 different versions, the instrumental.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how the buses in Samoa, like my man would have the single, and all he would have to do was pop that in, and then like if you wanted to play like the other version, take it out, play the B-side. But man, that song was on rotation in Samoa everywhere you went. It didn't matter. Like you really thought you were Spanish living in Samoa at the time.
Yo, yeah.
No Tengo Dinero. Then they have or Brown Girl in the Rain. Man, this is bad, but I have those songs on one of my playlists on Apple Music, and it's called My Fall Playlist.
The childhood, the throwback.
Oh man.
Take you back home.
Nice. Don't ever remind me of songs like that, Lance.
I was thinking, we're gotta do like one that's just like the songs that immediately transport you to like a time.
Oh, bro,
like
don't you remember the music video channel they had there, and they had that the ketchup song.
The ketchup song. Da, 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 something. No. I forget. I remember that video. I was like, oh my gosh, brown girls. Mike, I'm not related to.
There's also a video going around back in Samoa. I have to show you, man. It's why are you looking at me, Lance?
Oh, my dog's being.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, but there's a music video, man. Like Lance knows the music video I'm talking about. You know what? I might find.
Put it in the group chat.
All right. That's enough.
That's all our time.
Yeah, see you later.
Yo.
Well,
Yeah.
we will not be doing shout outs
PolyFest
tonight. Sorry.
2024. PolyFest 2024. Yeah, shout out to Forrest for being out there, being on stage, being with the artists and the crowd, and really capturing the vibe and letting us know what that was like. Thank you guys for being on the breakdown. Joe Biden stepping down, Kamala going up against Trump here in November, and also Olympics and basketball and everything else we talked about. Mike, any shout outs for this week?
Yes, sir. Shout out. Last 2 weekends I've been at weddings, so shout out to the homies
Nice.
Tito and Gretchen, as well as the homies Matthew and Kanisha. Got married. I got to go and be at the wedding. That was cool, fun stuff. And I wish them many happy days.
Nice.
Fire.
Forrest, you got any shout outs? Any other shout outs?
I mean, I might have some, you know what I mean? I might. Shout out to Emerald Dynasty. Shout out to Jesse and Victor Correa. Jesse and Victoria, just amazing people, man. Shout out to you guys. Again, thank you. Thank you so much. Shout out to all the performers who came out there, man. Young Go, Young LB, Monster 206, Gelemi, Stone Deuce, of course. Man, even the dancers out there, the dancers that were out there, all the crowd, the beautiful faces you see in the crowd. Amazing. Shout out to you all for being part of PolyFest 2024. Shout out to shout out to family out at the Olympics. Chelsea Gray should be playing for the USA women's team. Chelsea, go get another gold, man. Let's have another USA and another medal for you to hang around in your house as memorabilia. That's the point guard. If you guys didn't know, Chelsea Gray, the point guard. Shout out to her. Shout out to her wife, who's like a sister to me, Tipessa, who's in Paris with little Lennox Ali. They'll be watching. Lennox will be watching his mom playing. That's crazy. Little man is a world traveler, and he gets to go watch his mom play in the Olympics. So, shout out to the three of you. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody representing American Samoa in the Olympics. I might not know you guys. You might not have lived in American Samoa before, but you've decided to take up the mantle, hang our flag over your shoulders, and represent us in the Olympics. So shout out to you guys. Whatever happens, we're all proud of you. Whether you come up with a gold, silver, bronze, whatever happens in the Olympics, we're so proud that you get to represent us in the Olympics, as well as our brothers and sisters from Samoa and anybody representing Samoa. We appreciate you folks. We're going to show love. We'll be here watching and cheering you guys on. So, yeah, go make the best of it at the Olympics. Do what you do. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a lot of stories when we come back next week, just from the Olympic coverage and the sports and the competitions that are going to be happening starting this weekend. Definitely tap into that opening ceremony Friday. I'm not sure exactly what time, but it'll probably be early during the day since it's being held in France.
Betty.
So, yeah, LeBron's going to be holding that flag for Team America.
Of course she is.
And we will have those stories for you next week. And we're going to be like, we're getting closer to NFL training camp. Like, it's about time. The season is coming back.
Today was the first day of training camp.
Well, okay. All right. So next week,
you thought we were done. We're not done.
Yeah. Okay. So let's find Adam Schefter. No. This it's time. We're back. Football is coming up. It's going to be super busy. We're going to be cramming these episodes. Definitely let us know if there's anything particular, like topic wise, that you think is important. Shout out to the guys for being on and breaking everything down, from current events to politics to sports, international, NBA. We got it. We're here. I appreciate you guys for tapping in.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, follow us on socials at Polynesian, and definitely follow the pod, follow the YouTube page.
Definitely.
That's all we got. We'll see you guys next week. Stay hydrated, stay blessed, stay balling. Love and light. Peace.
Go Raiders.
No.